Hello everyone, it's Roidman. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. Last time, we hunted a Kulalaku with Pirates and Wamar, and now this time, we're going to be hunting a muddy monster. But first things first, we'll need to stop by our good old blacksmith, and I did talk to some people around, and after completing your first rampage, you do get access to ramp-up weapons, which is basically your rampage skills. Yeah, I'm going to be explaining this, not you. So, for example, if I were to bring in my Ozeros gun again, I can give myself either like a small monster exploit, a defense boost, or attack boost, which are the skills that I could basically use. I will have to use tickets to give them that, but every weapon does come with its own. So, for example, my Ozeru Crest will have Sleep Boost, or Buddy Rally, or my Switch Axe actually having other skills. But, yeah, those would be only accessed during the Rampage quest, though. And now that we got done with that, let's get our weapon of the day here. So let's see here. Bow. And unfortunately, I still have not been collecting enough materials to get the stuff that I want. Otherwise, this Kulalaku bow would be mine. So how about no, can't do that. And I obviously can't upgrade or forge to this either. So we'll just be stuck with an well, actually, what else is here? No. Yeah. So yeah, let's get ourselves an Orbo. We'll equip that. And something with the bows that I will explain later, because we're going to need to switch out our inventory for a different set of items. So let's manage our items. And as you can see, none of the ammo works for us, so there's no reason for us to even have it on us, even when we have that. So, what does the bow use if it's not ammunition? Well, it's very simple. Basically, the bow uses these coatings that basically will help it use for an attack, which I probably should also craft some as well. We do have enough for some power coating, but let's get some poison coating as well. I'm just going to make the max that I can make, and all that's in my inventory. And just because I do have the nitro shroom, let's make those as well. Unfortunately, I do have to collect some more of other stuff just to get the other coatings, but we should be good with what we have right now. The power coating does provide everything we need right now. I pressed the wrong button. Did not mean to do that. Oh, we can't even use the poison coating. Never mind. Yeah, we can only use that because if I go into equipment details of the bow, yeah, I can only use the power coating, so there's no reason for me making that. So while I get the Dango, I will be back with you to explain more about the bow. Actually, wait. I forgot one thing. Where are ya? Fighting Dirty. The Barroth. Patui. Look at me, covered from head to toe in mud. All because a stupid Barroth attacked me. Now, all the mushrooms I gathered are ruined. Just great. Can you go bash that Barroth, please? Certainly can. And I do have a history with this monster with a certain weapon. So, let's accept this quest. And now I will meet you in the weapon explanations. So, the bowgun 2 have, and basically don't want to take time to figure out the ammunition with what the bowgun can give you. How about taking up the bow? with the bow, you actually have a different kind of range since it is a different type of damage from the bow gun. Instead of just firing at will at anything, you get yourself an arrow to shoot at. The longer you charge at, the better you can get it. But be careful not to hold your charge for too long, otherwise, I'll just give you a good example of what I'll mean right here. Hold it for too long, and your stamina starts to deplete. And a lot of times your shots will become duds if you actually do hold it for too long. Along with that, if you remember when I have Lauren on here, she mentioned that the melee attack is actually the strongest attack that the bow can do. As you can see, I am doing way more damage than I can do if I was actually shooting. But your range is actually your best thing that you can do here. So, regardless, you can get up in personal with the bow, but that does put you in close proximity of getting an attack. Along with that, other than the bullets that the bow guns use, the bow basically uses coatings. With these coatings, will give you different effects. Not what I wanted to do. Basically, with the bow gun, it will give you different effects. For example, I now have close range coating, which means the damage that I would have done, like at this point, is a lot more when I was actually there. Each coating has different effects, but every bow can only use different kinds of coatings. For example, the bow I have right now can only have power coating, which basically gives us a power up. Speaking of which, this bow has two different kinds of silkbind attacks, which are great for getting out of dodge. I'm going to first just use up some stamina up quickly, because the first silkbind skill allows us to dodge and basically helps us get our stamina back up. The other silkbind attack allows us to go forward, but it also increases your attack when you're using your attacks now. Try to constantly have this on you if possible when you're fighting. But be careful with your stamina as well, because you can dodge, but just remember your bow also takes from your stamina as well. Other than that... Oh wait, there was one more thing. I forgot about the Dragon Piercer. The Dragon Piercer is basically a heavy attack that you can launch at the enemy. Use those in wise conditions, because you have to be at a certain area just to use it. You don't have to charge it up, you just don't need to basically be in the way of the monsters. So, with that, I will meet you at the hunt now.
Desolate wasteland, perfect for light-hearted hunts. But do not let your guard down. Don't pull any stunts. For the mud hides secrets, and none of them are good. Where once was sand and water, a monster is now found.
And harder. Okay then.
So, funny story with this monster and another monster that'll be early. This monster is the reason why I use ranged weapons a lot of times.
Actually, for me, it's not
Basarios?
well, he's on this map as well. The baby Gravios. Gravios.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Basarios.
Yeah, Basarios.
Yeah, Basarios, yeah.
Which we have.
He's the reason why I started using ranged weapon, and the one that
Yeah.
taught me how to use them. Oh wait, the one that taught me how to use ranged weapon was What's his name again? The boxing champion.
No idea who that is.
Brachitios.
But yeah, the reason why both the Barroth and Barroth is the reason why I use range weapons is because, like I said with the dual blades, it was actually my first beginning weapon, and because the dual blades could not pierce through the rock hard armor of a Barroth, I had no idea how to continue through the game that I was going through. So I decided to pick up a gun and decided to start shooting it. Obviously, it did more damage. Speaking of which, Barroth, don't let it throw its mud on you.
I think it's already a bit too late for that. Do you see the amount of mud that's just spattered on the ground?
Yeah, if you do get hit by the mud, it does cause water blight, so keep that in mind.
And it slows you down
that's bad
to a
for
crawl.
You. Actually, that's something that surprised me, how they switch around the... I just realized I didn't use any coding. How they switched around the water and ice blight.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was an ice blight, but it doesn't get really introduced since they took out weather conditions in this game.
Wait, weather ailed... Well, weather ailed ice blight back then?
Well, here's the thing. In previous games where you're in the ice areas, you had to drink like some sort of hot soup, not to
hot drinks and
that's
hot
not the
drinks
same
and
as
cold
blight,
drinks.
but yeah, cold drinks and hot drinks. I think if you were in a cold environment, then you would slowly lose stamina, and in a hot environment, you would slowly lose health.
Yeah, but the thing is with in older games, or at least in for you, ice blight also worked as water blight, so you got both of them at the same both stamina drain and.
I'm taking Lauren's advice and using the strongest attack on this bow. Oh, time for me to get the heck out of Dodge.
Wow.
Ouch. Okay, let's keep under pressure here.
Oh, I might have made a mistake here. If it's just okay, wow, it's almost
okay,
dead.
since it's down, I'm just going to do this.
Oh, right. I know what you like to do. I think.
Oh, yeah, let's actually do that, Bloody.
Just in time.
I'm gonna get a trap set up.
Yeah, because I was just like, wait, why haven't you done that?
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, I'm about to show off the second method of how to finish off a monster. If you set up a trap while it's tired...
Well,
which you can see based off a monster icon.
Yep.
There's a...
And throw some tranquilizers, you can end the hunt early. Unfortunately,
you won't be able to get... You get no carves, but you get bonus rewards at the end of the quest.
Yeah. There are different items you can get from capturing monsters, but you get less items.
And you don't have to wait so long for to return from the hunt as well.
Yep.
And so ends a nice day in the surely freezing sandy
this was
plains
even
because
shorter
of
than the
game
last
last
hunt,
time.
so... I probably won't do more of the capture because of that, but yeah, you do get capture
this only
rewards.
took,
It probably heard that I was using master rank equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using master rank equipment as well.
Thank you, Bl00dy. Thank you, Kazuma, for helping me with this hunt. I'm gonna get back to my audience in the village now.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, thanks for having us.
So, now with the Barroth hunted, next time on Monster Hunter Rise, we'll be hunting
Here's the quest list.
the Great Ragi, which we have seen a few times, including on that Rampage quest.